everybody, welcome to my kitchen. Today we're gonna be doing a smoked pork butt on the Ninja Woodfire outdoor oven. It's currently almost 9 a.m. here in Georgia and I want some pulled pork later for dinner. So I'm gonna be doing a all-day smoke on the Woodfire oven. I'm gonna add some smoky flavor with those pellets. I'm gonna put it on the smoker setting at 235 degrees and I'm gonna spray it with a based spritz kind of mix every 45 minutes to an hour on the hour. I got this awesome deal on this huge pork shoulder. It was like 11 pounds. I've already cut 3 pounds off. I used that for a dinner 2 days ago. We're just gonna look for that internal temperature of about 200 degrees and then we'll pull it and then we'll pull it. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Come along, learn how to make something in the Woodfire oven. If you're new here, I've got a bunch of Woodfire oven and grill recipes. I've also got a bunch of different grills and grill accessories. I'm like Hank of the Hill with my propane. I got pellets, I got propane, I got charcoal, I got electricity. Whoo, what's next? Freaking laser beam, heat technology, I can't wait. If you're into the grilling and smoking world, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I be doing lots of that. All right, enough of the chitty chatty, let's get down to the recipe. So, got some traditional yellow mustard, some Uncle Steve's gold packaged thick meat dry rub. I really like this one, so we're gonna do that today because I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with this yet. I know I'm gonna pull it, I know I'm gonna pork it. I just want something that tastes really good and has an all-around good flavor that I can really infuse this pulled pork into the next couple of meals. So smoking is honestly really simple. The premise of smoking is really just to be stoking a fire for a long time. Well, with the new technology these days, you don't have to do all that and you can still get an awesome brisket because smoking is actually pretty easy. You cover the meat in a flavor you like. It just makes it so much easier. Hearts, let me do that for you guys. Hearts, I drew a heart for you. I like to score the top in like a little checkerboard kinda. When I'm cooking and the top gets really delicious and all crusty, I can pull it off and have like a little appetizer. All right, that's thick. Okay, another thing I like to do on the oven with this raised pan kind of situation is I like to put some liquid under it. That way the environment can kind of get humid and keep this piece of meat from drying out. So I'm gonna put just a mixture of water and apple cider vinegar. I've already got a bunch of the seasoning on there from the overspray kind of. I really just wanna put some moisture down there. Just a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And then a good bit of water. So we got 1 cup, let's see what 1 cup looks like. 1 cup looks pretty good. All right, so now we've got it in some liquid. This is gonna help just add moisture to the environment, add moisture to the oven, keep the pork butt from drying out. Now I'm gonna put it in the oven on the smoker setting at 235 degrees, and we're gonna put the hours at like 8 because I don't really know how long it's gonna take. If you're not new here, you know what I'm about to say, but if you're new here, I like to go by temperature because you never know your conditions. If it's colder outside, windy, your meat is colder or warmer than it normally is, all things can affect the way that they cook on these long, large pieces of meat. So I don't like to actually give a timed amount until I'm over with and done, and I will tell you how long it took, but I really suggest using a smart thermometer or even checking with an instant thermometer periodically just to kind of keep an eye on it. You're looking for 200 degrees. Every hour we're gonna start basting. About 6 hours in, once the bark is starting to look good, I'll look and see what that internal temperature is. All right, oven is preheated to 235 degrees. I've got it set for 8 hours. I'm about to put the pork butt in. Let's do this. I'm squatting. Be careful with that juice when we put it in there. Bye-bye. Ooh, it's starting to look beautiful. So we're just gonna do a little spritzy here. It's starting to look good. A rotation station. Make sure I get all the good side pieces. All right, guys, it's been just at 5 hours. The bark is looking amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap this and let it finish. Let it get to that 200-degree temperature. We're gonna take some butcher paper. I'm gonna take this tray, totally not necessary. You can do this right on top of the pan, but I just really wanna catch all these fresh juices, and then whenever I pull it, I'm actually gonna leave it in this pan, so it's kind of multi-purpose. We're gonna put it back in the smoker, and we're gonna bump the temperature up to 250 degrees to let it finish out this cook. Because it's wrapped, it's kind of protected more, less likely to dry out. Really will keep those moistures in there. Now that the bark is formed, we don't have to worry about it getting caramelization from the elements. A couple things here that you might need in the barbecue world if you are new to the Ninja Woodfire smoking abilities. You're gonna need some gloves, and then you're gonna need some of these cotton gloves that go underneath those plasticky, nylon, whatever, silicone gloves, so that you can actually hold these pieces of meat while you're doing things like this. Less likely to fumble the bag and spill it on the floor. Another thing is you're gonna want one of these thermometers. I have a Weber Connect Pro. It's got 4 ports. I love it. It connects to the Wi-Fi. I can check it from the garage. I can check it from the grocery store. I can look at my meats wherever I want legally. The oven that I currently have does not have a Pro thermometer or anything like that, so I've got to use an external source. All right, back to the good stuff. Let's get this pork butt wrapped. We're gonna do something easy here. Let me move you guys closer. $155, so now we're just gonna watch it until it gets to 200. Cool. All right, guys, it has been just at 9.5 hours on this pork shoulder in the Ninja Woodfire oven. We're gonna let it rest now for an hour, and then we're gonna pull it apart. We're gonna enjoy those delicious juices and tastes. I'm gonna let you guys know how it was, give you the overall breakdown. I'll see you in the kitchen. All right, guys. Bring it in to your family. Let them smell it, but don't let them enjoy it yet. We're gonna rest for 1 hour.
How does this thing come off? Oh, you just have a manhandle it?
Can you give me some rice? Quick recap. It took us right at 9.5 hours at 225 degrees until we hit that halfway mark. We did a mustard binder. We did a Uncle Steve's thick meat dry rub. We put it in the oven on the smoker setting at 225 degrees until it created a nice spark. Right at that halfway point, about 5 hours in, we wrapped it. It was right at the stall point, 150 internal. Bumped the temperature up to 250 degrees and let it ride until it hit 200 internal temp. Then we removed it from the oven and let it sit for 45 minutes. And now we're here. We're ready to pull it. I'm so excited. It's been smelling up the house with delicious aromas. So I'm gonna bring you guys a little closer. I'm gonna pull it and then we will do the taste test. Clean as ever. Just really separated that there, didn't it? Just beautiful. Oh. This is absolutely rad. It's absolutely rad. This has cooled just absolutely beautifully. That 200 internal temp is just amazing. Nice crust, super moist. I'm gonna give it a taster. And that dry rub is perfect because this has just got an all-around good flavor. Nothing too crazy, nothing that really pops out. It's gonna be able to take any flavors I add to it really well. I absolutely love an easy pork butt, an easy pork shoulder. Love just making one and then having this pulled pork in the fridge for the rest of the week. So I definitely recommend you give this a try. If you wanna see anything else, let me know in the comments. And as always, hit that subscribe button if you haven't so you can get notified. I'm gonna get a couple more bites. It's good.